We will now create our navigation. We see we have the nav bar here with the primary background. Then we have to the left side our brand name that works as a link to the homepage, and then right side we have a drop down with language selection, a list of links. For smaller device sizes, we will see that the right side is being hidden, and then we have this burger icon that we can click, which will open the menu featuring our drop down. So we'll go ahead and do this. We have this as a starting point. This is a basic installation of Bulma and Font Awesome set up on a very simple HTML page. So let's get started. We'll start with creating the nav element, and we'll give it the classes navbar, and then the modifier class is primary to make it a primary navbar with the primary color. Then for accessibility, we'll give it the role attribute with the value navigation, and also the area label attribute with the value main navigation. This will be for screen readers. Then we'll create a div tag with the class container, which will center the content and give it a max width. And inside our container, we'll create first our brand name. So this will be a div tag with the class navbar brand. Inside this, we'll now create an anchor tag that will lead us to the index.html page and give it the class navbar item. We'll give it the text knowledge base and close our anchor tag again. Then we'll add a button tag with the class button and navbar burger. This will create our burger icon to toggle the menu on smaller sizes. We also need to give it the data target attribute with the value nav menu, which we'll use when we add the JavaScript functionality. Inside the button, we'll create 3 empty span elements like this. This will give us the 3 lines in the button, in the icon. So after our navbar brand, we'll create another div tag with the class navbar menu. We'll give it the ID nav menu, which were the same as we were referring to up here. So this will be the target for our button. Inside this, we'll create a div tag with the class navbar end. This will align all the content in this div with the class navbar end to the right side. Inside this, we can now create a navbar item using a div tag with the class navbar item, and we'll also add the modifier classes has drop down and is hoverable. This will make the drop down open on hover instead of click. Then we'll add an anchor tag with the href attribute and the class navbar link. And then we'll add the text English. Inside of this, or after this, we'll create our drop down. So we'll use a div tag with the class navbar drop down, and the modifier class is boxed, which will give it a border around it. Inside this, we can now create our links or the menu for the drop down. So we add an anchor tag with the href going to this fictive website here, companyname.com.language. Give it the class navbar item to have the right padding. Then we'll add the text language. We'll just duplicate this twice. Let's save this and go back and take a look in the browser. We'll refresh. Now we see that it looks right with the drop down, but the button will show and the other content will be hidden, but it won't work when we click on it. This is because we need to add our own JavaScript functionality. So I'll cheat a little bit and I'll just paste in a script, an example script that's from Bulma's official documentation. So back in our code editor here, we'll go down to just before our body tag ends, and I'll paste it in here. So this will start wait until the content has loaded, and then it will look for the navbar burger menu button. Then it will add an event listener to the button, so when it's clicked, it will look at the value in the data target attribute, and it will find that target, which will be the menu down here, the navbar menu. And then it will toggle the class is active on both the button and on the target, which again is our menu. So if we go back here and refresh, we'll see that now when we click, it will show and hide our menu. So the classes I was talking about, it will add is active as a class to this button, like so. You can see that now it changes. And also to the navbar menu, it will add the class is active, like so. So these classes is added with the use of JavaScript. This is how we make the navbar with the collapsible menu.